I'm Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. We've got today for you what potentially could be a cracking World Cup T20 clash between India and Ireland. Couple of minutes till the off yet, so let's go through the teams quickly. Starting off with India, we have got Sharma, Kohli, Pant, Yadav, Dube, Pandya, Jadeja, Patel, Bumrah, Singh and Siraj. Ireland, they line up as follows: Sterling, Balbrini, Tucker, Tector, Camphor, Dockrell, Delaney, Adair, McCarthy, Little and White. So after yesterday's pretty much washout with England and Scotland, after Scotland got off to a fantastic start and sadly the weather took hold and ruined what looked like was going to be a real competitive T20 World Cup tie, and Scotland batted really well. England bowled not badly, but Scotland certainly took the attack to England. But as we know, the weather got the better. Hopefully we're not going to have that issue today. After looking at the head-to-head, the last 5 India have won against Ireland by 33 runs, by 2 runs, that was on Duckworth Lewis. India by 4 runs, India by 7 wickets, and India by 143. So as Ireland have played India more and more, they've got closer and closer, but still not managed to defeat Team India. What will today bring? So India won the toss and they elected to field. So it's going to be Ireland. It's going to be Ireland first to bat. Might get some background noise today, but not a lot we can do about that, I'm afraid. It won't spoil what's going to be a fantastic T20 International World Cup match. Hopefully it's still looking a little bit overcast, but the clouds are a little bit lighter. Fingers crossed they won't dump the contents all over this pitch. Just before we get underway, quick shout out to our stream sponsor, jalexpetproducts.co.uk. Use promo code Jimmy James and get a 5% discount off all online orders. If it's your first time watching us or you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, give us a like and click that notification bell. Then you can keep abreast of what we've got coming up, which is going to be plenty of World Cup cricket. We'll have plenty of Euros football, we'll have horse racing, maybe even some Formula 1. We'll see how it goes. So opening the bowling for India is going to be Singh. Let's get everything ready. Singh runs in, Balbrini's on strike, bowls it onto his pads, clipped down the leg side. That'll just be a single for Ireland. Movement there. It was bowled onto Balbrini's pads and kept on going a little bit there from Arshdeep. So I'm assuming there's going to be plenty of swing there for India. So Sterling's going to be on strike. He looks like he's a well-built lad. Looks like he could club a cricket ball about a field, that's for sure. So it's Arshdeep runs in, takes a stride down the wicket. Bowled a little bit shorter there by Arshdeep as he saw him coming, but pushed through covers. That'll be a couple. So straight away there, Sterling looks like he's going to take the attack to the Indian bowlers. Just looking at the wicket, looks like there's plenty of grass on that. So yeah, it's Sterling's made his intent quite clear. Arshdeep runs in. Sterling waits, stays in his crease this time. Full length delivery, pushed through the covers but hits the fielder. That'll be a dot ball. Arshdeep turns. Sterling waits. Stays in his crease again. Arshdeep, good line, good length. Beats the outside edge. And one bounce before the keeper. Kept a little bit low there. Be a dot ball. Looking for that in swing there. You could see the way the seam was placed. Ireland 3 for none. Power play in place. Arshdeep runs in. Sterling takes a stride down, trying to give himself some room, pushes it through cover, but the fielder's in there. That'll be another dot ball. Good first over this from Arshdeep. He's given away a single, a two, and then 3 dot balls. Ireland 3 for none. Arshdeep runs in. Sterling takes a stride down the wicket. Arshdeep saw him coming, pitches it short. Straight through to the keeper. Good ball in there from Arshdeep. He saw Sterling making the move down the wicket to be aggressive, trying to give himself room. Just pitched it a couple of yards shorter. No chance for Sterling to do anything there. So good first over from India. Ireland 3 for none. Balbirnie's on 1. He'll face the next delivery from India. Let's get the chat up. Don't forget to use the chat facility if you're feeling a little bit bored at home and you're watching this. Let us know what you're thinking. Karthik, if you're about, leave us a message. I bet you're sweating. Siraj runs in to Balbirnie. Good line, good length. Push to mid-off. That'll be a dot ball. Ireland will stay on 3 for none. Siraj turns. Balbirnie waits. Pitched outside. Good length, good line outside off stump. Balbirnie had a little nibble at that and missed the outside edge. Straight through to the keeper. No outside edge though. Some good movement there off the wicket for Siraj. These balls are going to be bowled outside the off stump, off looking at the field. Only 3 on the leg side. Siraj is in. Balbirnie tries taking a step down the wicket. Bit of a swing and a miss. The keeper has a shy at the stumps, but Balbirnie had made his ground back. 3 dot balls off this over from Siraj at the moment. Siraj in again. Balbirnie stands his ground this time. Pitched just short of a length, but that takes off. And the keeper does well to stop it going for 4 byes there. Great athleticism. And only 87 mile an hour, but it just climbed as soon as it hit the wicket. I mean, no chance for Balbirnie to do anything with it. Just watching a replay and it popped. He looked to pull it over leg side, but great wicket keeping. 2 balls left in this over. Siraj bowls down the leg side to Balbirnie. This time he gets something on it and that'll run away for 4 down the leg side. Was it pad or was it glove? So he did get something on it. I couldn't quite tell what it was. It was glove or handle or around that kind of region, but just tickled it down to fine leg, and it went so fine though that no chance for any fielder to get that. Ireland move on to 7 for none. Final ball coming in now of Siraj's first over. Balbirnie on strike. Good line, good length, just short of a full length there. Defensive shot, that'll be a dot ball. Just rolled it to point. I say just rolled it to point. Came off Balbirnie's bat from just a defensive nudge, and it went with quite some pace actually to point. So that was quite interesting. Looks like the wickets not slowed down after yesterday's downpour. Arshdeep runs into Sterling, bowls it onto his pads. He looks to hoik it over the leg side. It's gone high. That'll be out. The first wicket for India. Arshdeep bowled it onto Sterling's pads. He tried to pull it over the leg side, but just got a top edge and it just went skywards. No distance on it. And Ireland now 7 for 1. Scrambled seam there from Arshdeep, so he's trying to take the swing out of that delivery. And Rishabh with a catch. Caught by Pant. Sterling looks like he'll have gone to the tent for a pie. He's a well-built lad. He looks like he should be a farmer. Some power in that guy. So we've now got Tucker has joined Balbirnie at the middle. Balbirnie on 5 from 7 deliveries. Ireland 7 for 1. Arshdeep just took a wicket with the first ball of the 3rd over. Plenty of cloud cover there if they can get some movement with this white ball. Pretty sure the Indian bowlers will try to exploit any movement that there is there. Arshdeep runs in, Tucker on strike, open stance, wide outside the off stump from Arshdeep, and Tucker follows it straight through to the keeper, no outside edge. Tempted there, did Arshdeep, tempting Tucker, and he couldn't resist. Luckily for him, no outside edge and through to Pant. Tucker still on strike. Arshdeep runs in. Same kind of delivery. This time he gets clipped down to third man, and that'll be a single. So he's off the mark. Ireland move on to 8 for 1. Don't forget to use the chat if you're watching this. Let us know who you're thinking, what you're thinking, any questions you've got, anything you want to inform us about, anything you think we're missing. Use the chat. Be good to hear from you. Balbirnie on strike. Arshdeep runs in. Turns him inside out there. Just bowled it just on his pads. And then a little bit of movement bamboozled Balbirnie there. And luckily for him, it went over the middle stump. Right through the gate though. He didn't know where that was going. Fantastic ball. Just watching a replay of it here. Well, it might have gone slightly wider than I thought at first, but not a lot of bounce. Arshdeep in again. Balbirnie 2 strides down the wicket. Yeah, that's a wide. He saw him coming and just pitched it in short, but it went a little bit too short and over Balbirnie's head. So that's been given as a wide. Ireland move on to 9 for 1, but Arshdeep, good bowling really, although it was a wide. He saw Balbirnie coming down the ground, down the wicket to him early, and just pitched it a little bit too short. So in he runs again. Balbirnie waits, moves to leg side to give himself a bit of a room. Arshdeep follows him. That's just a dot ball. Kind of hit the inside of the bat onto his own pad and dropped about 3 yards away for the fielder to pick up, and that'll be a dot ball. Ireland 9 for 1. Balbirnie on strike. Arshdeep's got a last ball of this over, which has now been a 7-ball over. Pitches it up. Balbirnie doesn't know whether to stand and deliver or what to do, and Arshdeep's just knocked his stumps clean over. I mean, Balbirnie just didn't move. He didn't know what to do there. It was pitched up, but he just found himself trapped in his crease. Played inside of it, and the stumps will need putting back in the ground with some force. I think they were demolished. Arshdeep celebrates. Ireland 9 for 2 now, 3 overs gone. Balbirnie bowled by Arshdeep for 5 from 10 deliveries. India making a good start here. Karthik will be happy. Just need the score to update. I can assure you it is 9 for 2. If you're late joining us, India won the toss and elected to field. So we've now got Tector at the stumps, but he won't be facing. It's Tucker. Siraj beats him on the outside there. Beating for pace, beating for line, beating for length. Straight through to the keeper. That'll be a dot ball. Siraj runs into Tucker, beats him, all ends up outside. How that misses stumps, I don't know. I don't think Siraj knows. I don't think Tucker knows. Perfect length, perfect line, just a little bit of movement off the seam and through to the keeper. Two dot balls from the start of this fourth over. Tucker waits again. Siraj runs in. A little bit shorter this time. Bowls it onto Tucker's hip. Just drops it down on the floor in front of him. That'll be another dot ball. Great over this from Siraj up to now. He's either tying the batsman up in knots or getting him hopping around on the crease. Good line, good length. That noise is my Jack Russell, if you can hear that in the background. He's playing with a football. Siraj runs in. Tucker. That'll be 4. He literally moved right outside of his off stump and then turned and flicked it over the bowler's head. Typical T20 shot. And good shot, went for 4. It's a good job that he hit it though, because the stumps would have been smashed all over. So a little bit risky, but I wouldn't have thought they'd want the Indian bowlers getting too much on top. So just a 4 from this over. Ireland move on to 13 for 2. Siraj runs in. Tucker waits. Stands and delivers. Misses the outside edge through to the keeper. They're getting a little bit frustrated now, the Ireland batsmen, you can tell. Siraj is giving on nothing this over, and the only runs that have come off it is from a risky chip over the wicket-keeper's head. Siraj turns, Tucker waits. Final ball of this fourth over. Bowls it on to Tucker's pads, aims at his pads. Half an appeal for LBW, but more out of habit than hope. That it was a dot ball. So Ireland 13 for 2 from 4 overs. Indian bowlers definitely on top, and the Ireland batsmen look like they're struggling to cope, to be honest. The Indian bowlers are mixing it up. Some orthodox bowling, good line, good length, that's missing the outside edge. Also targeting the pads. So Arshdeep's going to come on and bowl his 3rd over. He runs into Tector. Oh, that takes off. Just average line length, 80 mile an hour, and it popped again on the pitch. Just gets deflected off some part of his body to the offside. That's a dot ball. Just watching this again. I think it came off his glove actually. Didn't carry to anybody, but that's certainly That certainly will have the Indian batsman a little bit concerned. Arch deep in again to Tector, that's down the leg side, and that'll be 4 byes, no doubt a wide. Yeah, a wide and 4 byes, which will be a bit of a relief there for the Ireland batsmen. They move on to 18 for 2. Tector still to get off the mark. There was some movement off the pitch and movement in the air, and it just kept going and going. I don't think Ashdeep will be too worried about that, actually. He runs into Tector. Slides it across him. He lets that go to the keeper. Wisely so. It was a good line. It was a good length. It was tempting. But Tector resisted the urge to have a slash at that one. Ireland remain on 18 for 2. Archdeep runs in. Tector waits. That could be a wide. Almost looked like it slipped out of his hand. Or yeah, that's a wide. Or was he trying to get one out the back of his hand? But yeah, very wide there. No, it didn't. It just slipped out of his hand, it looked like, and I thought he might have bowled it at the back of his hand, but no, just a bad ball. Tector waits. He's faced 2 deliveries, still to get off the mark. Ashdeep runs in. Tector stays in his wicket, gets hit on the fingers there. That trickles to the offside for a dot ball. Tector is shaking his hand. I'm just getting a slow-mo of it now. Oh, right on the fingernail and then on the thumb. Oh, even with gloves, and it bent the finger back. That looked like it didn't tickle. Yeah, he's got his glove off at the minute. I'm not surprised. Oof. It clipped his finger, but also bent his thumb back as well, and I think it was the bend on the thumb that was the issue. He's fine though, they tough the Irish boys. Archdeep runs in, Tector waits, down the leg side again. That'll be another wide perhaps. It is. You know, that was only an inch or two from being hitting the pads and being a good delivery. But as we know, T20 down the leg side, you're always running the risk of it being given as a wide. It was a movement off the pitch that actually took it further down legs, so Ireland will accept that. They'll be grateful of anything at the minute. They move on to 20 for 2, current run rate 4.44. Archdeep into Tector, moves across his wicket, gets an inside edge down to fine leg. Ireland will move on to 21 for 2. It's been quite a long over this from Archdeep with the wides. We had a dot ball, wide, dot, wide, single. So there's still 2 balls to go of this over. Tucker on strike. Archdeep runs in. That's wide. Tucker has a slash at that one, but can't reach it, and the umpire gives him another wide. Just kind of losing a bit of focus here is Archdeep now. He's trying to drift it across and tempt the Irish batsman, but it was so wide he couldn't get anywhere near it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There'll be 10 deliveries in this over, unless there's any more buys or anything given. Archdeep into Tucker. Good line, good length. Can't find the outside edge, and that goes through to the wicket keeper for a dot ball. So up to now, 1 ball left in this over. Ireland have scored 5 from it, and 4 have been from wides. Lovely line and length there from Arshdeep, and Tucker did well not to get an edge on it. Runs in for the final ball of the over. Tucker waits. Bit of width again there, but this time driven through the covers, and that'll go for 4. Driven on the up as well. Hits the boundary rope on deep extra cover, and Ireland move on to 26 for 2. 5 overs gone, current run rate 5.2. So a steady start here from Ireland. I think overall the Indian bowlers have been on top. That last over from Arshdeep was a little bit wayward, but you could see what he was trying to do. He was trying to tempt the Irish batsmen into playing the shot that they just played on the last ball of the over. And Tucker did well. He scored 9 from 10 deliveries, but he did hit it on the up, and there's always risk in that shot, as we know. But he middled it well enough. So Bumrah's coming on now for his first over. He's going to be bowling to Tector. He's got his bat raised, ready. Bumrah runs in. Good line, good length, straight through the gate, and I don't know how that's missed the stumps. I don't think the Indian fielders know how it's missed. Tector's looking back, I don't think he knows how it's missed. But it's a dot ball. We've just seen a replay of it now. It went through the gate and just too high. Just too high over the stumps, and Tector knows he was lucky there. Bumrah comes in again. Bit more width this time. Tector tries to push it through the offside, but finds the fielder. That'll be 2 dot balls. Tector waits again. Bumrah runs in, pitches it up outside the off stump. Tector tries to cut that one away. Bottom edge into the ground really, and fielded at point. No run. 3 dot balls from this over from Bumrah. He'll be happy with that. Tector waits again. Bumrah runs in. Good line, good length, pitched up if anything, and just pushed into the offside by Tector. Nothing you can do with that. That's another dot ball. 4 dot balls from this over so far. Definitely been some uneven bounce off this wicket. Bumrah runs in, 5th ball of this over. Tector waits. Moves across his stumps. Oh my word. Beaten on the outside edge then. Great line, great length. A little bit of movement off the pitch and just misses the outside edge through to the keeper. What a good over this is from the Indian. He looks deceptively quick off the wicket as well. His run-up's not exactly pacey, but he does generate some pace off the wicket. Runs in again. Pitch is a little bit shorter. Hits Tector in the midriff or somewhere around that area, and it just goes through to the, what would you say? Let's say short third man, and that'll be the end of the over. A maiden over. And a good over from Bumrah there. Mixed up his line, mixed up his length, beat the outside edge on numerous occasions. Ireland still on 28 26 for 2. Tector is on 1 from 10 deliveries. Tucker, he's on 9 from 10 deliveries. 6 overs gone. Current run rate 4.33. Ireland are just up against it a little bit here now. The Indian bowlers are starting to tie the batsmen down, and you can feel the frustration is just going to start getting ready to build. Not from Tector, off that last over, I think he's gone in with the intention of, if the ball's there to be hit, he'll hit it. If there's nothing you can do at this stage, then try and keep your wicket intact, and maybe he's going to try and bat through the innings. Nine wide so far in the tally of 26 for Ireland. Don't forget to use the chat. Let us know what you're thinking. Come and say hello. Very good to hear from you. If you're watching this on replay, leave a comment. We will reply to you. Hardik comes on. First ball of his spell, he bowls to Tucker. Good line, good length. That's just pushed through mid-wicket to the fielder. That'll be a dot ball. Did I see any slips in place there then? I think the Indian bowlers, and they're going quite aggressive with the field here, and why wouldn't you? They're looking like they're getting on top. No, just the one slip. Hardik runs in again. Tucker waits. Tries to slide. Oh dear, what's happened there? He tried to slide one down to third man. The fielder dived, partially stopped it. The Ireland batsmen didn't know whether they were going to run or not. Paused, start, pause. And the fielder had a shy at the bowler's end. And excellent fielding there. And it would have been very close. But one from the delivery. Tector apologises. 27 for 2 India. Tector's on strike. Hardik runs in. Good ball. Good line, good length, just outside the off stump. Played into the ground by Tector. Took all the pace off it, and fielded by India for another dot ball. India looking sharp with the ball in the field and also with the bowlers. Run rate's 4.15. Hardik runs in. Tector waits, bat in the air. Good line, good length, hits him on the pad outside the off stump. They'll run for a quick single. He's in easily. But good bowling there again from Hardik. Ireland move on for 28. Move on to 28 for 2. Good to see the Indian fans and the Irish fans mingling and sitting together, and it looks like there's a proper party atmosphere. Good crowding as well. Plenty of Indian fans in there. Hardik runs into Tucker this time. The middle stump's just gone clean out of the ground. Pitched it. Good line, good length, a fuller delivery. Tucker tried to drive it back down the ground and missed it completely. Didn't miss the stumps though, didn't Hardik, and that will be Ireland 28 for 3. That pressure was building. He played outside of that, and the stumps went a flying. Tucker's gone for 10 off 13 deliveries. Ireland, the pressure's been building this last couple of overs from India, and Ireland looking to trying to get something moving with the scoreboard. When you think they've had what nine runs scored from wides. One ball left in this over as well. This will be the last ball of the 7th over. Curtis Camphor comes to the crease, so he's going to face this last ball from Hardick. Hardick runs in, then he stops. The batsman's not quite ready. Camphor's going to take strike. Hardick runs in now. Purpose in his face. Good line, good length. Clip down the leg side by Camphor. That'll be a 4 if the fielder can get there. No, not quite. So that's a 4. Off his first delivery, he'll be happy with that. Just straight down leg side there and just clipped off his legs. Kind of found that gap between deep backward square leg and fine leg. Rolled to the boundary for 4, which Ireland will be happy about. They move on to 32 for 3. Seven overs gone. Tector's going to take this first delivery from Bumrah. Great first over, maiden over. Bumrah runs in. Good line, good length. Just blocked to the onside. That'll be a single. The ball just trickled to mid-on. Camphor on strike. Bumrah runs in. A little bit shorter, a little bit of width outside the off stump, but Camphor can't find any space and puts it straight to the fielder at point. That'll be a dot ball. Ireland 33 for 3 from 7 overs and 2 deliveries. Run rate 4.5. Bumrah turns. Fielders are not quite set. Camphor waits. Now Bumrah runs in. Camphor moves down the wicket to him, pushes it through the covers. That'll just be a single. Timed it well enough, but straight to the fielder. Ireland will be happy with the single. .34 for 3. Bumrah runs in. Bowls it a little bit shorter. Tector with a, I won't say a swing and a miss. He kind of tried to steer that one over the slips down to third man, but couldn't connect. That'll be another dot ball. Tector's on 2 from 14 deliveries. Camphor on 5 from 3 deliveries. Bumrah runs in. Tector waits. Bat in the air. Good line, good length. Tries to drive it straight but gets an inside edge. That'll go down to fine leg. They'll get back for 2. Good running there from Ireland. Good fielding as well. Ireland move on to 36 for 3. Bumrah moves in for his final delivery of the over. That's a top edge from Tector onto his helmet, I think. Top edge onto his helmet. And that'll be caught out. Pretty sure that hit his helmet. But it definitely hit the glove or the bat first. So that'll be Ireland. 36 for 4. 8 overs gone. Bumrah gets his man. He's bowled really well since he come on. Yeah, Tector, we'll watch this again. Pitches it a little bit shorter. Did hit him flush on the helmet, but I think it got his glove first on the way through. On the way through to his head. Harry Tector out for 4 from 16 deliveries. Might need to get a bit of a repair job done on his hand, particularly the thumb. So Dockrell comes in now. He won't take strike though, because that was the final delivery of Bumrah's over, so it'll be Camphor on strike. He's currently on 5. Straight down the ground, and that'll go for 6. Hardick, he bowled that straight, and I think Camphor had made his mind up already where that was going, straight back over the bowler's head for 6. Caught it well, timed it well. Off the front foot, and 76 metres for a 6. It was pitched up, and over the boundary it went. This time again, Hardick bowls to Camphor. Outside, a little bit shorter outside the off stump, and that goes past the slip down to third man for a single. He wasn't in control of that, wasn't Camphor, that shot there, but he got away with it. And Ireland move on to 43 for 4. Hardick's ball in the 9th over, his second. Dockrell waits. Hardick runs in. Bowls it on the leg stump, clip down the leg side, that'll just be a single. Finds a fielder at deep backward square. It was kind of a giveaway for Tector when he was out, because he started shaking his hand and then the ball went onto his helmet. It was an easy one for the umpire and the fielders. Ireland 44 for 4. Camphor on strike. Hardick runs in. Good line, good length. Nothing the batsman can do there. Just defends, and the ball rolls back past the bowler at a snail's pace. That'll be a dot ball. Ireland, they're not going to hit the panic button yet, but you get the feeling in the next 2 or 3 overs they're going to have to start increasing the pace a little bit. But it's just the Indian bowlers are not giving them very much to go off, really. Camphor on strike. Hardick runs in. Good line, good length. Push through the covers. Diving, stopped by the fielder. That'll be another dot ball. Virat looking energetic in the covers there. He just stopped pushing through with the shot there, else Kohli would have been in with a catching chance. It just bounced about 6 feet in front of the fielder. Hardick in again. Camphor waits. Beats the outside edge. He's walking. He beat the outside edge and he must have got a little tickle on it. Camphor walked. Well, that was a strange delivery. Ireland 44 for 5, 9 overs gone. Camphor, I thought he'd just beaten the outside edge and it must have been the finest of tickles. The keeper takes it easily and he looked back, did Camphor as well, which is a bit of a giveaway. Hardick just carried on running, celebrating, and it was all very... Pant was, yeah, you're out, and Camphor didn't wait for the umpire's finger to go up, he just walked. So we've now got Dockrell coming in and Delaney. Delaney coming in, and Dockrell will face this next delivery because the Hardick delivery was the last one of his over. So we've got Delaney on 0 from 0, Dockrell's on 1 from 1. Ireland 44 for 5, 9 overs gone. Good bowling effort here from India. Siraj runs in, Dockrell waits. Good line, good length. Just drops the ball back in front of him, does Dockrell. That'll be a dot ball. Run rate currently is 4.8. Siraj runs in, pitches it up. Dockrell tries to punch it down the ground and the Indian fielder can't quite make the catch. A good effort, and Dockrell will get 2 for that. A fuller length, tried to drive it down the ground, it almost got his hand to it. A diving effort, and Dockrell rides his luck there. A one-handed effort. Ireland move on to 46 for 5. Siraj runs into Dockrell. Dockrell, oh, what are they doing, Ireland? Dockrell took a good stride to his leg side, trying to give himself room. Pushes it through the offside with that one-day flat bat slash. But he stays in his crease, and Delaney starts running down, has to turn back and would have been out with a direct hit. He hadn't even faced the ball yet. Siraj into Dockrell, rinse and repeat. Gives himself room, the ball's gone into the air. It's just gone up with no distance, that's out. Dockrell and Ireland look like they're panicking a little bit here now. So that delivery there that Dockrell's just got out to, he took a big stride to his leg side, trying to give himself room. Tried to smash it over. I think he was trying to go over the offside, but he just got a big top edge and went miles into the air. There again, that I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to do that flat bat slash through the off. Then changed his mind and tried pulling it through the onside and did nothing. The ball just went about 2 miles straight up. And Bumrah takes the catch, bowled Siraj. Dockrell's out for 3 after facing 5 deliveries. Ireland 46 for 6 from 9 overs and 4 deliveries. Siraj with 2 left in this over. India firmly in control of this contest. Adair comes in. So they had crossed, had the batsman, so he'll be on strike against Siraj. The field set. Adair's all set. Siraj runs in. Adair takes a step to his leg side and hoiks it over through mid-on. He won't get to the boundary, it'll be just stopped. He didn't time it that well. And they'll get a 3 there. So they'll take every run they can get at the minute, Will Ireland. I don't think that'll faze India at all, though. They'll just keep going as they have been doing. They are well in control. Delaney will be on strike now to face his first delivery of the innings. Bat in the air, Siraj runs in, he stays in his crease. Good defensive shot there, just puts it back down the wicket for a dot ball, and that's the end of the over. Ireland 49 for 6. Quick shout out to our stream sponsor while we've got a break. JalexPetProducts.co.uk. Use the promo code JimmyJames and get a 5% discount off all online orders. Sean's a good guy. He'll be getting everything dispatched as quick as he can. He's good like that. If this is your first time watching us and you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. If you can give us a thumbs up as well, the algorithms like that. And also click the notifications bell so you can keep up to date with what we've got coming for you. Plenty more cricket, there'll be plenty of football coming up soon. There'll be horse racing, motorsport. Did everybody hear the news yesterday? Marc Marquez going to be a factory Ducati rider next year. And I think even bigger news than that was Jorge Martin moving to Aprilia factory. So there's going to be no love lost between Martin this year and any Ducati rider, even though he rides a Ducati at the moment. I think he was hoping last year that he was going to get a factory ride with Ducati. And obviously, once the announcement's made that Marc Marquez is going to be a factory rider, whether you're number 2 in the world and pushing for championships or not, you probably thought, right, time to jump ship and go to Aprilia. Not a bad move. Jorge Martin and Maverick Vinales, it looks like the lineup's going to be. So, Ireland, back to cricket, 49 for 6. I think we're just having a commercial break in America and the players are maybe having a drink. They're just showing Singh when he hit 6 sixes off Stuart Broad. But back to this game. Adair on strike. Hardik runs in. Adair gives himself room on the leg side, pushes it to deep point in the air. That'll be another wicket. I mean, all I can say about that from Adair is he was trying to get something going, but it's a poor shot. He took such a big stride to the leg side to give himself room, and Hardik just pushed the ball a little bit wider of off, so he was stretching, he couldn't get any power, and the ball just went off the bottom edge up into the air. Fielder at deep backward point just ran in about 10 yard, takes a simple catch. Ireland 49 for 7. Mark Adair is out, caught Doob. for 3 off 2 deliveries. Ireland struggling here now. I mean, Delaney's faced 1 delivery, he's on none. McCarthy's coming in, he's obviously not faced a delivery yet, so neither of these batsmen are in. And the Indian bowlers are on point. Bowling good line, good lengths, mixing it up, targeting the pads, targeting the outside edge of the stumps, targeting the tempters wider out on the on the offside. And Hardick, he's running in now. It's going to be a hat-trick ball, isn't it? It's just come on the TV. It is a hat-trick ball. Bowls it on the stumps, full length. Just kept out by McCarthy. Then Delaney was trying to back up there and almost got run out. Had some odd bounce off this wicket as well. A couple have popped, and it seems the ones that have popped are the balls that have been bowled at a slower pace. Hardick, he's got his headband on. McCarthy waits. Pitches it fuller there and just pushed to the offside to mid-off for a dot ball. Good defensive shot really there from McCarthy, but it's not defensive shots that Ireland need, is it really? But then when you're just over 10 overs bowled and you're 7 wickets down, what do? Bearing that in mind, I don't know what the how many extras there are now, but it must be 9 or 10 now out of a total of 49. McCarthy waits. Hardick just in his field, starts his run up now. McCarthy's knees are knocking. Pitches it short, it doesn't get up anywhere near the height it should have done, and it hits McCarthy in his midriff. There again we have some of this uneven bounce. Pitched it short, McCarthy went to, as though he shaped as though he was going to play a hook shot, and it just died and hit him in the midriff. Ireland still on 49 for 7. Seem to have been on this 49 for an age now, especially for a T20 contest. McCarthy on none still from 3 deliveries. Hardick runs in, pitches another one short, he looks to hook, drops his bat underneath it and lets it go through to the keeper. Umpire indicates that's your 1 for the over. Hope Karthik's watching this, he'll be ecstatic with India's performance up to push. Final ball of the over, McCarthy on strike. Hardick runs in. Takes a step down the wicket, swing and a miss. But he misses a stump and the ball misses the stumps and that goes through to the keeper. That's the end of the over. 11 overs gone. Ireland still on 49. 7 wickets down. I've got a Mars bar at the side of me that someone's left there and I keep catching it out of the corner of my eye. Do I eat it and spoil my tea? Or do I wait till I've had my tea and then eat it? Decisions. 10 extras out of a total of 49 for Ireland. I think they were nearly all ash deeps, weren't they? From 1 over. So we're going to have Axar on. Bit of spin. Axar Patel comes into Delaney. Bowls it onto his pads. That's just clipped down to fine leg. That'll be a single. Ireland finally get to the elusive 50. 50 for 7 from 11 overs and 1 delivery. And that's also Delaney off the mark. So it'll be McCarthy on strike now. Axar runs in, he's caught. Bowls it just outside the off stump. It's pushed back down the onside. Caught and bowled. Good athleticism there by the bowler. Poor shot. Poor shot by McCarthy. Out for a duck from 6 deliveries. Targeted the pads. It kind of held up on the wicket a little bit. Good catch by the bowler there, because he had to go behind the Ireland batsman, which would have took his eye off the ball just for a split second. But McCarthy goes for a duck from 6 deliveries. Caught and bowled Axar. Ireland are in all at 6s and 7s, and I don't mean that's what they're scoring. They've just been put under so much pressure from the Indian bowlers that the Irish batsmen, nobody's been able to get in. They've not been able to get any rhythm as batters, and that's due to the bowling from the Indians. They've just mixed it up so well. I said before, they bowled it at the pads, they bowled it on the stumps, they bowled it shorter, fuller, outside off with tempters, and reverse sweep comes in there. That'll be a single. Current run rate's 4.43. So Little got off the mark off his first ball. You'll be pleased about that. Axar into Delaney. Ball's outside the off stump. Delaney tries to hoik it over to the onside. He misses it. Taken by the keeper. A dot ball. I think the main thing is he wasn't out at the minute, which is the main thing for Ireland. 51 for 8 in the 12th over. 2 balls to come. Delaney will be on strike. He was almost stumped there, Delaney, but he managed to keep his foot down. They're just checking it now, but yeah, he had his foot in and down. 2 balls left in this Axar over. Delaney will be on strike. Ball's a bit of a slower delivery, pitched up on the stumps. Just cut away to deep point, and deep backward point. That'll be a single. So Little will be on strike. Ireland 52 for 8. Axar runs in. Just outside the off stump. Little tries to take the pace off it and cut it down to third man. But short third man intervenes, and that's a dot ball. That's the end of the over. Ireland on 52 for 8, 12 overs gone. Current run rate 4.33. So Hardick's going to bowl his 4th over. He's currently from 3 overs. He's got 3 for 13. Delaney's the unfortunate Irish batsman who's got to face him. Hardick runs in, pitches it full. Delaney tries a swing over to the leg side and it's gone. That was more luck. It's 6. But that was more luck than judgment, I've got to say. I don't know where he was trying to aim it, but it wasn't there. It went deep back with square leg. I think he was trying to push it over. Somewhere over mid-wicket. He's hit it for 66 metres for the 6. But he wasn't in control. Hardick runs in again. Delaney takes a step to the leg side. He pulls it through to the leg side, and that'll just be a single. He didn't time that. But he's intense there. He's trying to give himself room, which against Hardick it's a risky manoeuvre, but Ireland move on to 59 for 8. The 13th over. Currently a 6 and a single from the first 2 balls. What's Hardick going to do? He won't be happy with that now. He runs in, little waits. Stand and deliver, drives it back down the ground. Didn't time it perfectly, but it will just beat Ashdeep to the boundary for 4. And Ireland move on to 63 for 8. This is more like it, Ireland. Make a contest of it. It was pitched up, but he stayed on his back foot and just stood and delivered. Straight back past the bowler for 4. Ireland 63 for 8. Little waits. Hardick runs in. Ball's a little bit shorter. Similar shot to the previous one, only this time it goes on the offside. And the fielder will just stop it. Didn't time it perfectly. Little will get back for 2. So 13 off this over so far. 2 balls left to go. Ireland move on to 65 for 8. Nothing really changing with the Indian bowlers. It's just that Ireland are taking quite a bit more risk now, which they may as well do. Run rate moves up to 5.13. Little waits. Hardick runs in, pitches it short. Little ducks underneath it. Indicates to the umpire that it was too high. The umpire says no, it was not. He was looking to pull it or hook it onto the leg side, but it got a little bit high on him and he ducked underneath it. Good bowling from Hardick there. Final ball of this over. 65 for 8 Ireland. Little waits. Drives it straight down the ground again. Doesn't time it. Goes through to mid-on. He has a shy at the stumps, but that'll be a single to Ireland. Excellent crowding. It's a sea of blue with the odd splash of green. The clock counts down for the time between the overs. Ireland on 66 for 8, 13 overs gone. Jadeja is going to come on to bowl. It'll be Little to take strike. He's on 8 from 6 deliveries. Delaney's on 9 from 6. What's Jadeja going to do here? Is he going to attack? Little waits. Jadeja 2 strides and bowls a delivery. Good line, good length. Push through the covers. That'll be a dot ball. Jadeja in again. Little reverse sweep. Gets it past the fielder. That'll be a boundary for 4. So Little moves on to 12 from 8 deliveries. Ireland on 70 for 8. It's almost like a premeditated shot there, that reverse sweep. I think the crowd like that actually. Jadeja runs into Little. Stands tall in his crease and just a nice defensive prod back down the wicket. Three balls gone in this over, 4 from it. Jadeja into Little, targets the pads, just clip round the corner for a single. Delaney moves on to 13. Ireland move on to 71 for 8. Delaney will take strike now. What can he do against Jadeja? Ball comes in, he takes a big stride to his leg side. He'll get a single as he punches it through the covers. Didn't time it well, but the single nevertheless. Don't forget to use the chat if you're watching. Jadeja comes in. Little moves right across outside his off stump and paddles it down. They'll just get a single there. Paddles it down to fine leg, but no pace on it at all. That's the end of the over. Ireland move on to 73 for 8. 14 overs gone. Little's on 14 from 11 deliveries. Delaney's on 10 from 7. 7 runs from that Jadeja over. He'll be all right, happy with that. Who's going to bowl this next over? Is it going to be Axar? We will find out any second now. Oh, Bumrah comes on. That won't please Little. He's on strike. Bumrah runs in. Aims at... Little moved out to his leg side to give himself room. Bumrah bowled it quite straight. And he's deflected it past the wicketkeeper who was going down the leg side. I think it was an inside edge onto his own pad. The keeper was going down leg side and it diverted it where the keeper had just been stood. So that'll be... Oh, it almost hit the helmet as well. But I don't think it quite touched. That was 4. Ireland move on to 77 for 8. Little moves on to 14. Bumrah runs in. Full toss. Missed by Little. Demolishes the stumps, does Bumrah there. He's happy with that. He's happy with that. I think the last delivery frustrated him a little. He bowled this one, a low full toss. And Little missed it completely and it's just demolished the stumps. I think he was looking for a Yorker, but the Yorker had actually pitched on the base of the middle and off wicket. Ireland banging trouble here now, 77 for 9. Little goes for 14 from 13 deliveries. You know, decent enough effort there, but Ireland right up against it now. White comes in. Delaney, the other batsman at the crease, is on 10 from 7 deliveries. Bumrah, from 2 overs and 2 deliveries, has got 2 for 4. In a T20, that's some bowling. White's going to face Bumrah now for his first delivery. What's he going to do? Plays a little defensive push down to third man. That'll be a single. I think he'll be glad to get off strike actually. Bumrah runs in, Delaney on strike. Tries to hoik it over the leg side, it goes to deep mid on, and there was a chance of a single there. Delaney turns it down, so it's quite obvious that Delaney's going to try and take the most of the strike here. 2 deliveries left in this over. Ireland 78 for 9. Bumrah runs into Delaney. Bowls him a full toss, driven back over the bowler's head. He didn't time it perfectly. That'll just be a single, fielded by deep mid on. I say deep mid on because he's kind of in between long on and deep mid wicket, but no timing on the shot. So White's going to have 1 ball left from Bumrah to survive, then Delaney will be on strike in the next over, hopefully. Bumrah runs in. Pitches it up again. Fair play to White, he was looking for the single. Delaney sends him back and says, no, what are you doing? I want the strike. 79 for 9, 15 overs gone. I think if these two from the 5 overs remaining, if they can get anywhere near 100, they'll have done well. You just get that feeling that at any moment now, though, the wicket's going to fall and the innings will close well shy of 100. The Indian bowlers are on form, shall we say. Ireland 79 for 9, 15 overs gone. White's on 1 from 2 deliveries. Delaney's on 11 from 9. And just to round their bad news off, Arshdeep comes back on. He's bowled 3 overs already, 2 for 18. Although he has given quite a few wides away, so he's actually scored 9. Arshdeep's given away 9 of Ireland's 79. Pretty much in 1 over. So it's going to be Delaney on strike. They're just sorting the field out. There's plenty of boundary runners on the leg side for India. Delaney on strike. Arshdeep runs in wide of the crease. Punch back over the bowler's head to mid-off, and that'll be 4. Give himself room there, did Delaney. And he executed it well. High risk shot, but that flat bat slash again over the fielder's head as well. Ireland move on to 83 for 9. Delaney moves on to 15 from 10. So a good effort here from Delaney. Arshdeep won't be happy with that though. Comes in again. That's surely going to be out. Oh, what are India doing? I'll tell you what's happened in a minute. They've dropped a catch. So what happened there was Arshdeep bowled a slow bouncer that Delaney tried to flick over the slip's head. It was so high, it went over Point's head. He's almost walking off. 2 Indian fielders are getting in each other's way. Neither of them get to the ball really, and it ends up with a diving attempt that goes down. The Indian fans in the crowd can't believe it. Delaney can't believe his luck. And he'll bowl to White, who clubs it over the leg side for 6. I'm not surprised he wanted the run in the last over that Delaney turned down. Arshdeep's not going to be a happy bowler here. He absolutely pinged this. It was just bowled short of a length, not that high. He just pulled it over forward square leg, 79 metres for the 6. And that's going to be the end of the innings, surely, unless his luck's in. His luck's in and it's gone for 4. Aye, aye. So, Ireland move on for 93 to 9. They move on to 93 for 9. Delaney moves on to 25. This was just a flat batted slash again that went over the keeper, over the short third man, and so far this over, Arshdeep's gone for 14, ruining his figures a little bit here. Delaney on strike. Slower ball from Arshdeep. Hit into the ground, then deflects off Delaney, almost hits his own wickets, and that'll be a single. It's just getting a little bit scruffy now from the fielding side and the batting side. Good to watch though. Before that over, Arshdeep Singh had bowled really tight, apart from the wides, but we know what he was doing there. He was trying to tempt the batsman and trying to do all sorts of things. But that last over, his fielders let him down a bit, and he's got one ball left. This over, he's gone for 15. It's going to be White on strike. Bowls one short. White kind of ducks underneath it. I don't think he knew what was happening. Beat for pace. And now they've given it as a... Have they given it as a no ball or a wide? What's happened there? Singh's not happy with the umpire. He's having a word with him. What's he said there? I mean, it zinged past his head. I thought I would have said that's one for the over. So it's it was a no ball. So it'll be a free hit. White on strike, 95 for 9, Ireland. Arshdeep runs in. Full pitch delivery there from Arshdeep. They're going to get run out here. What has happened there? So let's see what happened. So it was punched away for a single. Then they both ended up at the same end. The bowlers ended the Ireland batsman. Trying to come back for the second when there was no need. It was going to be a push at best. And they both ended up at the bowler's end. An easy run out for India. That's the end of the Ireland innings. Complete confusion there. So they didn't quite make it to the century. The innings ends on 94 all out for Ireland. Good bowling performance there from India. Good fielding performance. It just got a little bit ragged towards the end. I can't see India struggling to get these runs, but I've got to say there's been a little bit of indifferent bounce on this wicket, but that's not what's led to Ireland's, I won't say downfall, But that isn't what has led to Ireland being out for 94, all out for 94. The batsmen got put under pressure by some good bowling from the Indian bowlers, and as that pressure's built, nobody could really get in, and when the pressure builds, that's when the false shots come out. And there was only Delaney who got into the 20s for Ireland there. He got so Delaney was run out on that last wicket. He got 26 from 14 deliveries. The next highest scoring the next highest scoring batsman for Ireland was Little on 14 from 13 deliveries. But the openers struggled for Ireland. Balbirnie, he was out for 5. Sterling, he was out for 2 from 6 deliveries. Tucker, out for 10 from 13 deliveries. Tector tried to build something, and he was out for 4 from 16 deliveries. Camphor, he was out for 12 from 8 deliveries. Dockrell, out for 3 from 5 deliveries. Delaney we've covered, 26 from 14. Adair, 3 from 2 deliveries. McCarthy, he failed to get off the mark, took 6 deliveries. Little was 14 from 13 deliveries, good effort at the end there. And White was not out 2 from 4 deliveries. So Ireland couldn't get any partnerships going, couldn't really get anybody in. I just want to see the Indian bowling figures. Arshdeep was going well, and then the last over he bowled will have not ruined his figures. They'll still be good for the T20, but not as good as it could have been. So Arshdeep was 4 overs. He had 14 dot balls, 35 runs, and he took 2 wickets, so his economy 8.75. Siraj, 3 overs, 14 dot balls, 13 runs conceded, 1 wicket taken, so economy 4.33. Bumrah, 3 overs, 13 dot balls, 6 runs, 2 wickets, economy 2. I think he was the pick of the Indian bowlers there. Hardik bowled well. 4 overs, 14 dot balls, went for 27 runs, but took 3 wickets and 3 vital wickets. Economy 6.75. Aksar bowled the 1 over, 3 dot balls, 3 runs, 1 wicket, economy 3. And Jadeja 1 over, 2 dot balls, 7 runs, no wickets, economy 7. So definitely for me, the pick of the bowlers was Bumrah. And he looks like with his run up and with his action that he could bowl all day without getting tired. And his action is the complete opposite of I can't remember the names now. The 2 Sri Lankan bowlers who are slingers. He gets a really high action, and it's the complete opposite to the Sri Lankan bowlers. So we're just looking at the weather now. It looks plenty of cloud about, but it doesn't look like it's going to cause us any issues, unlike yesterday. So obviously we're in New York for this match, is it? But yesterday we were in Barbados, and not what you'd expect, but not Barbadian weather, is it? It didn't half put some rain down. Ruined the match really between England and Scotland. I don't think England will be too concerned, because Scotland put in a good performance, and with the Duckworth-Lewis it would have meant England needed, I think it was 109 from 10 overs, which would have they'd have had to have been on the game, put it that way. But we've just got a break now between innings, so I'll give a quick shout out to our stream sponsor, jalexpetproducts.co.uk. Use the discount code Jimmy James and get a 5% discount on all online orders. Sean, he's a good guy. Sends a lot of the stuff he has that's going out of date to charity, to charities that need the food. For the animals that look after, the shelters and that. So if we can help him out, everybody wins. Viewers get good service and good food and keep your little poochies happy, or your horses. If you look around his website, there's plenty of food there, plenty of tonics and that for our pets and working animals alike. And also, if you haven't done so already, if you can hit the subscribe button, we'd appreciate it. We need to get to 1,000. Hopefully before the start of the football season, so we can get out and about and do some live local football. I need 1,000 subscribers so I can do the live streams from a phone. And if you can give us a thumbs up, the algorithms like that. And if you're not too tired from doing that, if you can click the notifications bell, you can keep up to date with what we've got coming over the next few days, weeks, months, years. We're here to stay at Catch It Live First, so we'll be bringing you as much live sport as we can, and it's not just going to be football, cricket. We've got motorsport. We've got, we do the snooker, we do the horse racing, we've got greyhounds. We've got, occasionally we get the chats in good form, depending when it is. Obviously, through the week at this time, most people are at work or on the way home from work. But it does get some good fun in the chat. So come along, say hello, let us know what you're thinking. It's a friendly forum, we'll keep it that way as well. But don't forget, your views are important to us. We can discuss them. Let us know who you think is going to be winning, who's playing well, who's playing rubbish. Any questions you want to ask? What's Jimmy James's height, weight, eye colour, blue? Ask us anything. If we don't want to answer, we won't. If we do, we will. It's all about building a community as well while we watch the sport. It's just another added extra when you're hopefully you're watching it at home, and it can get a little bit boring sometimes, especially if you've got football and then it's not your team or anything, but you want to watch it. So it just adds a little bit of something. And that's what Catch It Live First is all about. We sometimes get guest presenters on, or we'll have new presenters as well. We've got Henry Russell. Me and him tend to fall out though when we do live streams together. He gets on my nerves, he makes my blood pressure rise. He's back on the road now after writing 3 cars off in as many years. He keeps hitting potholes. Mind you, the potholes in Devon and over Dartmoor are quite bad, but it's like, avoid them. Pretty much everybody else seems to be able to avoid them, so why can't you? He's hopefully going to be training to be a paramedic soon. He's doing his C1 licence, and I hope there's no spinal injuries if Henry Russell is driving, the way he avoids potholes. But he's a good driver, he's a good lad really. We fall out, but that's just our relationship. We love him really. We've got Frankie James. She did the Champions League final with me. She's funny. Naturally funny. And she's much more pleasing on the eye than I am. So if you see her on the stream, come say hello to her. She likes to chat anyway. She's a real chatterbox. I think I'm going to leave that Mars bar down there, but I might have some salted peanuts. Take my nicotine lozenge out. Been on them for 14 years. Something like that. It's not good for your smoking. Try and avoid it if you can. But it's a 9-month nicotine program, the lozenges. I've been on it 14 years. But at least it keeps you off the tobacco. Yeah, what the hell. Right, let's get some. Sorry, I'm hitting my microphone there. I just need a little bit of elbow room. So now that anybody know, obviously America are trying to get their cricket team up and going, but I don't know what kind of team they've got, what kind of quality has the USA got. No doubt we'll find in this World Cup. I've never seen them play, I've got to say. They're just showing us in while we're on the interval how these pitches were, how the wickets were put down, how they were dropped in. Hopefully they take well and there's no issues with rogue bounce and what have you. Technology's that good these days though. I can't imagine there being any issues with it. Karthik was telling us they were brought in from I think he said Australia, might have said Adelaide. That's where the wickets have come from. But I wonder if, with the USA being big into baseball and that, if that will transfer to cricket well. Tell you what I am looking forward to. Looking forward to India batting now on this wicket. And see how they cope with this, let's say, indifferent bounce. So was it a poor performance by Ireland, or was it good bowling from India? We'll find out shortly. Plenty of Indian support in the crowd, that's for sure. It looks like a proper carnival atmosphere as well. Not as much of a carnival atmosphere though as there was yesterday in Barbados. The Indian batsmen are just waiting around the boundary's edge, waiting to get onto the field. Drop my nuts. That's a little Scooby snack done. Keep my energy up. Just showing some beautiful Indian women in the crowd there. I'll be amazed with this target, 96 for 10. I'm going to say India will go at 10 or 12 and over. Seven, 8 overs and this will be done. What are you thinking? Yeah, 97 needed. I mean, if they go at 9 and over, that's pretty much 10 overs, isn't it? So we'll see. The Indians come out to bat, needing 4.85 runs per over. Who's going to be opening? Who's going to be opening the bowling for Ireland? Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. Nice way to start your World Cup campaign. Not a lot of pressure on only chasing 97. So this could be a nice opening sortie into taking on the opposition bowlers. But we'll find out. And we'll find out quickly. Because it's going to be Kohli on strike. Great name, isn't it? Virat Kohli. Mark Adair, he's going to open the bowling. Adair runs in. Long run up. That'll be a wide. Rohit takes the first ball. Well wide there. I put it in the chat. I've nailed my colours. India win in 7 overs for Jimmy. 1 for none. Rohit again. And gets a bit of bounce off the pitch there. Just dropped for a dot ball. Ireland on the aggressive side with 2 slips in. They may as well, nothing to lose. The problem is you're going to have to bowl it wide outside that off stump because there's no protection, well, very little protection on the leg side. Adair runs in again. Rohit waits. Slower delivery, full length, good line. Defensive shot back to the bowler there. No run. The pressure's building on the Indian batsman. I jest, of course. Rohit Sharma still on strike. Adair runs in. Sharma gives himself plenty of room and a good 2 strides down the wicket. Can't make any contact with the ball. It goes through to the keeper. Good stop by the keeper there because that swung late down his leg side. Sharma waits. Adair runs in. Good line, good length. Clipped off the pads. Yeah, just timed it nicely there for a couple. Tickled through the leg side. Lovely shot. 2 from that. India move on to 3 for none. Adair runs in again. Rohit gets an inside edge. So it goes from outside off stump and gets fielded at short fine leg. Could have gone anywhere. That could have played onto his own stumps. That would have been interesting. As it is, it's a dot ball. Sharma waits, Adair runs in. That's out. Oh, it's not out, sorry. He's gone through his hands. Adair, it's gone for 4. Adair tempted Sharma there outside his off stump. He kind of, I don't know what shot you would call it. It's gone off his outside edge and through second slip. Kind of tried to drive it on the up. It was too wide, and second slip it's gone through his hands and for 4. It kind of swung away from Rohit there, and he followed it, got the edge and passed the fielder at second slip and for 4. Bit of luck there for Sharma. India won't mind though, they move on to 7 for none. First over's gone. So now we're going to see what Kohli can do. Little's going to be the bowler. The volume's just starting to ramp up in the stadium a little bit. Little runs in. Kohli on strike. Just pushes it down to third man. That'll be a single. A little bit of movement there. Decent pace from Little, 85 mile an hour. India 8 for none. Rohit Sharma on strike. 2 slips still in play. Goes across to cover his stumps and play on the leg side. That'll be giving us a... It will be giving us a wide, yeah. It wasn't that wide because Rohit moved across his stumps there to play it into the leg side where there's massive gaps. But it went down past the stumps, past his pads, and the umpire outstretches his arms and indicates that's wide. India move on to 9. No wickets down. Although Rohit was very lucky he wasn't caught at second slip in the last over. Little runs in. Rohit waits, bowls onto his pads. This time it is clipped onto the leg side. Finds the fielder though. That'll be 2. Good running from the Indian batsman there. India move on to 11 for none. Rohit Sharma on strike. Little runs in. Rohit moves across his stumps, clips one down. Good stop from the keeper there. That'll be a dot ball. I think he either got a little bit of bat on that or some pad, maybe a bit of bat onto pad. But good stop. Good stop by the keeper. That's a dot ball. Off looking at the field that Ireland have got set, I'm a little bit perplexed as to why Little's targeting the pads. He runs in again. This time he pitches it. I think he was trying to bowl a Yorker there, but Rowett just digs that one out. No run there. India remain on 11 for none. 2 balls left in this second over. Rowett's on 8 from 9 deliveries. Kohli's on 1. He's only faced the 1 delivery. Takes a long run up, does Little. Rowett waits. That'll be a wide. Targeting the pads there, and got some in swing to the right hander, so it started on the pads and just drifted even wider down leg. India move on to 12. That's 2 wides from this over from Little. Can ill afford to be bowling wides when you're defending a target of 97. Little runs in again. Rowett waits. This time he goes wide outside the off stump, a full length, and Rowett gets a bottom edge, and it goes for 4. Poor delivery from Little. Not exactly a convincing shot though by Rohit. Could have easily played that onto his own stumps again, but he didn't, and it goes for 4. Little looks up to the heavens with both his hands and curses his bad luck. 16 for none, India. Little runs in. Full toss to Rohit, smash down the ground. That'll be 6, thank you very much. His eyes lit up as that left the bowler's hand, and he just smashed it. No one at long on, and he didn't hit it high, he just hit it a low, powerful trajectory for 6. We went for an ad break there, but I would have loved to have seen the Indian crowd roaring at that shot. Full of timing and power. It was a poor delivery, but wow, Rohit didn't miss with that shot. His eyes lit up as that left the bowler's hand. So Adair's going to bowl his second over. Kohli's on strike. He's only faced 1 ball. Let's see what Adair can do. Kohli runs down the wicket. Adair bowls it a little bit wider, trying to outsmart Kohli. Kohli can't get his bat on it, and it'll be through to the keeper for a dot ball. "76 metres, that's 6. Adair to Kohli again. Good delivery. Punch through to mid-off. Another dot ball. Yeah, 76 metres that 6 went, and the height on it was only 14 metres at its highest point. That's how well Rohit creamed it. Very little defence again on the leg side. Although they're just moving someone to mid-wicket now. Adair into Kohli. Through the gate and just over the stumps there. Good ball from Adair. Beat Kohli there for pace and a little bit of extra bounce. Good shape there from Adair. No wicket, just a dot ball though. India 22 for none. 3 balls left in this third over. Kohli still on strike. Adair runs in. Kohli down the wicket. Slashes it down to third man. He got a top edge there and that'll be out. Ran down the wicket there, did Kohli, trying to take the bowler on. He got a top edge and third man just said thank you very much. Straight down my throat. Kohli is out for 1 from 5 deliveries. He won't be happy with that. Yeah, top edge down to third man. Took it well, right down his throat. Didn't really have to move. Virat's not happy. India 22 for 1. Yeah, he couldn't get going there, Kohli. No danger is there, let's be honest, but he won't be happy. So 22 for 1 India. Rohit Sharma, he scored 18 of those 22 and he's faced 11 deliveries. Pant comes in now. Two balls left in this over. Might have to rethink my India winning 7 overs theory here. Rishabh Pant. Takes his guard. Best of 65. He's had 3 50s. Strike rate of 126.4. Let's see what he can do here against Adair. 2 balls left in the over. Pant on strike. He's a lefty. Adair pitches that on a full length, almost Yorker length. And Pant just digs that one out. Dot ball. Just showing the wicket of Kohli again. Poor shot. Adair runs in. Pant on strike. Full length again. Smashes it back over the bowler's head. Didn't time it perfectly, but that'll still go for 4. Lovely shot from Pant there. Just kind of stood and delivered. Hit it on the up. Straight back past the bowler. Didn't time it well, but he got enough on that, and that raced away to the boundary. Maybe my 7 overs win for India is back in. We're back in the game. India move on to 26 for 1. 3 overs completed. Looks like they're going to be a change in bowler. McCarthy's going to come on. Rohit Sharma will be on strike for McCarthy's first delivery. What's he going to do? Is he going to have a look? Is he going to have a look at McCarthy? Or has he seen enough of him already and he knows what to expect? Is he going to take him on? Are India going to try to dominate the Irish bowlers? I would if I was them. Put a marker down. Put a marker down early. McCarthy runs in. Sharma waits. Bowled wide outside the off stump, and Rohit watches it go through to the keeper. Cool as you like. Cool as you like. No rush here. Didn't need to get involved with that delivery, and he didn't. Keeping himself nice and calm. McCarthy runs in for his second delivery. What's Sharma going to do here? Puts that down to third man. That'll be a single. India move on to 27 for 1. Target 97. Plenty of time left. Time's not going to be the issue. If Ireland are going to win this, they need to take wickets. They're doing the best they can. They've been having 2 slips in early. While the power play's on, you may as well, when you're at this state of, when you've got that total to defend, you may as well go all guns blazing for the try and get some early wickets and put some pressure on India. They've now gone for, they've just got 1 slip in place now for McCarthy. Pant on strike to him. Outside the off stump, just a lazy drive. Didn't time it. He'll get a single there though. Tried to drive it through cover. And an easy single. Right, India move on to 28 for 1. Raw hit on 19 and he'll face this delivery from McCarthy. Bit of a strange bounce there. Bowled it a little bit shorter. Rohit Sharma was waiting for a little bit more bounce and didn't come, so he just played it down to short fine leg. No short third man, I should say. That'll be a dot ball. No run. Obviously, if it's a dot ball, what you waffling on about, Jimmy? Come on, get your head in the game. You're losing focus now. You're just assuming India have won this, and they haven't yet. They will, but they haven't yet. Raw hit on strike. McCarthy steaming in now. Try. Oh, stand and deliver, Mr. Raw hit Sharma. Hits it to mid-on. Didn't time it at all. Went for the single anyway. There was a shy at the stumps from the Irish fielder. I don't know who it was. And I'm pretty sure he would have been out there. He would have been out by a good 2-3 yards. Miles out. I mean, that was just a gamble. He stood and delivered. Didn't time it. Hit through mid-wicket. Kind of mid-wicket, mid-on kind of area. Went for the run anyway, and a good shy at the stumps, but no cigar and a single. Pant on strike. Steps to leg side, a swing and a miss from McCarthy, and that's straight through to the keeper. Dot ball, end of the over. 29 for 1, target 97. Just getting a little bit ragged, India here. I didn't think that was going to happen off that first ball that Rohit Sharma faced from McCarthy. The way he just watched it go past to the keeper, I thought he'll take his time here now. They'll just pick this off in singles and that. Got a little bit ragged in that over for the Indian batsman. But there's still 29 for 1 wicket down. And I think that's the difference in this innings, where Ireland were getting in ragged because they were getting frustrated. They were losing wickets. India aren't. So Rohit Sharma, he's on strike to Adair. Tries to play it down the ground, but gets an outside edge down to third man. That'll be a single. Not a convincing strike there from Sharma. Adair's given Rohit a good workout here today. You know, he's beat him through the gate, he's beat him on the outside edge, but he's still there, and that's the difference. Adair runs in, pant on strike, good line, good length, chip through to mid-on, and a good run in there for a quick single, rotating the strike. India move on to 31 for 1. Rohit Sharma will be back on strike again. What's Rohit going to do here? Adair runs in. Little forward defensive shot, outside edge down to third man. Wasn't looking to do too much there, Rohit, but he'll take the single. Maybe he's had a word with himself about the last couple of shots he's played, because they weren't fantastic. India move on to 32 for 1. Power play still in effect. 4 overs and 3 deliveries down. Pant will be on strike. Adair's putting his back into these deliveries. He runs in. Takes a little bit of pace out of that one. Just drop down in front of him there for Pant, and that'll be a dot ball. No rush at all for India here. 32 for 1. In the 5th over, 2 balls of it left. Pant on strike. He runs in, bends his back. Fuller delivery. Pant stands and delivers, tries to hit it back over his head, doesn't time it. Trickles to mid-on. That'll be another dot ball. Good over this from Adair. Single, single, single. Dot, dot. 1 ball to come. India 32 for 1. Target 97. Raw hits on 22. He's faced 17 deliveries. Pants on 6 and on strike. He's faced 7 deliveries. Adair runs in. Pulls it down the leg. That might be a wide. It will be a wide. It was a slower delivery there from Adair. 67 miles an hour. Slanted it across Pant, who's a left-hander, and it just missed the pads and slid down leg side. A little bit unlucky, but anything down leg in a T20, you're looking at a wide. So Adair will run in again for his final delivery. Pant on strike, outside the offside this time. Swing and a miss by Pant with his head in the air. That'll be a dot ball. It goes through to the keeper. Luckily for him, he didn't get an edge on it. Both the Indian batsmen are quite happy to stand and deliver on anything with any width. It's just on another day, if it's not your day, that's where you get an outside edge, you know. You can soon be 2-3 wickets down if it's not your day, where you start edging them. 33 for 1, 5 overs gone. Raw hit on strike, Little runs in, pitches it full length. Raw hit goes to drive, misses it through to the keeper. Not a lot of bounce there actually, but it was a full pitch delivery. Bet the Indian supporters who are in the stadium and watching at home and hopefully listening to us, I hope they're enjoying this because the pressure's off you in a way. Raw hit on strike, Little runs in again, slants it across the right-hander, that might be a wide. I'm surprised that's not a wide actually, but gone down as a dot ball. Raw hit looks a little bit not really bothered. The crowd are making some noise. The Indians have got a Mexican wave going around the stadium. Created a great atmosphere of the Indian supporters today. Little runs in, Raw hit on strike. He goes across, Raw hit again. Tries to drive it straight, but it gets an inside edge and it goes through mid-wicket. No single, just stays where he is. 34 for 1 India. Actually, I did go for a single there. Pants on strike. Clips it through the leg side. That'll be a single unless they run hard. No, just a single. India 35 for 1. Raw hit on strike. He's telling someone to sit down with a smile on his face. Looks happy. Little runs in. That was wide again, but this time he opened the face of his bat there, and that'll run for 4. Little was trying to push it across. Raw hit there. He just kind of put his foot forward, angled his bat, and he went to drive it straighter than it actually went, but caught it well enough. And that raced away to the boundary. He had to stretch for it a little bit. Not in danger there. Last ball of the over. Raw hit on strike. Stands his ground, tries to play it down, tickle it down to third man, gets no touch on it luckily, and it goes through to the keeper. Not a good shot there from Rohit Sharma. Bit of a lazy shot if anything. But he's still there, looking happy with life, lots of smiles. India on 39 for 1. 6 overs gone. Raw hits on 27 from 22 deliveries. Pardon me. And Pants on 6 from 8 deliveries. Target of 97. Got a change in bowling coming up here. Raw Pants going to be on strike. Camphor runs in. Bowls it straight in on the stumps. That's clipped through to long on. Clipped through to long on. That'll just be a single. Raw hit's going to be on strike here. I've got a feeling he's going to take Camphor on. Camphor bowls. Ooh, that takes off. Just a standard line and length, 82 mile an hour. Raw hit looked to just drop it in front of him, just defend it, but wow, that bounced. Beat the outside edge, but no bat involved through to the keeper. And Sharma looks at the pitch with a wry smile on his face. Camphor runs in again. Third delivery of this over. Raw hit on strike. Takes a big stride down the ground. Swing and a miss. Straight through to the keeper. Good over this from Camphor. India still on 40 for 1. Luckily for Raw hit, that ball missed the leg stump. It was premeditated for sure. What's he going to do here? Moves outside his off stump and sweeps it down the leg side for a single. Pant will be on strike. So good over here from Camphor. 1.1, 2 balls to go. Pant on strike. Looks to tickle that down to third man, but doesn't get any bat on it. Goes through to the keeper. 1 ball to go in this over. India 41 for 1. Good over from Camphor. Just 2 runs from it. Comes in for his final delivery. Slashes it wide. That'll be 4 unless the fielder stops it. He does. Good diving stop there from the fielder. So that'll be 2. Slashed it down to kind of between deep backward point and third man. And a diving stop from the fielder saves 2. India 43 for 1, 7 overs gone. I thought they'd be at the target by now, but Ireland have done well. McCarthy's going to bowl this next over. That'll be a raw hit on strike. McCarthy runs in. Pitches it on the pads. And that'll just be a single. I'm not sure if bat was involved there or not. Either way, it's a single to India. The overs are just taking a little bit longer than normal because you've got a right-hander and a left-handed batsman in, so every time there's a single or a 3, it's changed the field. Plenty of gaps on the leg side. McCarthy runs in. Pant on strike. Pitches it short of a length. Pant tries to pull it to the leg side. Doesn't time it, but he'll get a single there. Raw hit on strike. McCarthy runs in. Good line, good length. Bowls it straight. Just tickled down to fine leg for a single. We've had 3 balls this over. That's 3 singles. 3 lots of field changes for the left and right-handed batsmen. McCarthy waiting to run in. Pant on strike. Pitches it full. He tries to hook it to the left. He tries to hook it to his left, I should say, which will be on the leg side. Doesn't time it at all, and it literally goes up in the air over the wicket keeper and drops safely. Got on him too quickly, that did. And the keeper chases it. But it lands safe. 48 for 1. India. McCarthy runs in. Pant on strike. Stands and delivers. Doesn't middle it, but he'll get 4 for that. Goes straight back over the bowler's head. The Indian fans are happy with that. Didn't time it at all, but got enough on it to keep it clear of any fielders and make its way to the boundary. McCarthy's running in. Pant on strike. Tries to drive it through the covers, but it ends up going at mid-off. No timing. And that's a dot ball. Feels like he missed out there, did Pant. Ollie James has just come in. He's informed us he's going to the beach. I could hear him in the background making plans. I feel like I'm missing out here. Soon to be watching the cricket. Rowett on strike. Plays that down to a fielder at point. That'll be a dot ball. Little bend in his back there. He comes in again. Rowett waits, moves. Rowett moved across his stumps there. That'll be out, surely. He's moved across his stumps there, tried to play it over to the leg side. I thought it hit his bat and was caught at point, but nobody seemed to appeal. No, they have appealed. And it's being reviewed now. I thought it was bat, might have been arm. The way it popped up, it could well be arm, but my initial thought was it was his bat. Rowett standing his ground. Let's have a look at this. So Little bowls it short of a length. Sharma moves across his stumps trying to hoik it over the leg side, misses, and it looks like it's hit his... If there's no bat involved, it's come off his shoulder. Yeah, no bat involved. It popped up off his shoulder. No glove involved. So that will not be out, and Ireland will lose a review. But I must say, I'm not surprised that they reviewed that, because on initial viewing, I thought he was out. But then I saw Sharma's face, and he didn't look concerned at all. It was all very odd, that. It's like Little the bowler was convinced and was up, and nobody else was like, what are you appealing for? He was convinced. He was wrong. India 52 for 1. This is going to be 6. Littler bowls it short. It goes outside the off stump, and Sharma just hoiks it from outside off over the leg side for 6. He timed that well. The Indian fans are ecstatic, and after witnessing that shot, it was just pure power and timing. Actually, he didn't middle it. It looked like he got it a little bit high on the bat, but it still flew to the boundary. And over the boundary for 6. He knew as soon as he hit that ball did fly. Littler runs in again. He's done the same again, only a little bit finer. He's taking Ireland to town now, is Rohit Sharma. Littler bowled almost the same delivery as though to say, well, do it again. And he did. It went finer, but either way, it's gone over the boundary for 6. The Indian fans are going wild again. He just stood his ground and smashed that. Flew even further into the boundary. Littler's looking perplexed, like, what do I do? He runs in again. This time, Rohit misses it, but he stood his ground and tried driving it back over Littler's head, but it goes through to the keeper. What a good over this is. Oh, and it was dropped in the crowd by a spectator. Butter on them fingers. So Littler's going to be coming in for, I think, the final ball of this over. What's he going to do? Takes a little bit of pace off it. And Rohit's quite happy just to drop that in front of him for a dot ball. 9 overs gone. India 64 for 1. Rohit moves on to 42 from 33 deliveries. Pant is on 17 from 16. But that was Rohit's over. 2 sixes from those 2 deliveries. Impressive, to say the least. The first one was short outside the off. And Rohit Sharma just moved to his offside and hooked it. Quite square. For 6. Almost the same delivery again by Littler to say, well, let's see if he can do it again. And he did. It went finer on the second one, but the result was the same. Boom! Into the crowd and dropped by a spectator. It was too hot for even the spectators to handle, that was. Pant's going to be on strike now. So we're going to have a Durr. He's bowled 3 overs already, 0 for 33. He's bowled well. He runs in. Pant's waiting. Left-handed batsman. That goes wide down the leg side. Pant can't get a bat to it. He tries even one-handed, couldn't reach it. That'll be a wide. India move on to 65 for 1. Durr, he bowls a shorter delivery. Pant leans back and plays as though he's going to try and chip it over the wicket-keeper T20 style, but he pulls out of the shot. Lets that ball go through to the keeper. Pulled out of it, wisely too. Just a little bit too close for him, really. He couldn't stretch his arms out to get the loft. Target 97, 65 for 1 currently. Durr runs in, Pant on strike. Tries to bowl a Yorker there, does a Durr. Pant digs it out, back over his head. Didn't time it, but gets a single from it. It was one of them shots where he didn't time it well enough to get it to the boundary, but he timed it too well that it didn't take too long to get to the fielder. Well, the main thing is he dug it out. India move on to 66 for 1. Rohit's on 42 from 33 deliveries. Pant's on 18 from 18 deliveries. Durr runs in. Rohit on strike. Stand and deliver straight back over mid off. He can't, there's no chance of a catch, but he stops it before he gets to the boundary. Didn't time it perfectly. Gets 2 though. Takes India on to 68 for 1. Yeah, he didn't time that well at all, but he got plenty on it to get it over the bowler's head at mid off. Long off. If there'd been a fielder at long off, that would have been interesting, but there isn't. And Rohit knows that, and that's why he played the shot. Durr in again. Rohit moves over his stumps, clips it off his legs into the leg side. He'll get a couple there. Nice and easy too. India move on to 70 for 1. Although Ireland didn't get a massive score in their innings and they struggled, it's still been good cricket. It's been good to watch the Indian bowlers, and it's been good to watch Ireland struggle. That's a full toss from Durr to Rohit. He just clubs it over the leg side for 4. Yeah, it was good to watch the Irish batsmen struggling, but still trying to put an innings together, if that makes sense. I don't mean it was good to watch them struggling in... I don't want Ireland to do well, I mean, it was good to watch how they were going to cope being under pressure, and I think they did well to get to 96, to be honest. And into raw hit again. Raw hits letting loose now, pitches it outside the off stump. He clubs it over the leg side to deep mid wicket. Didn't time it, and it hits the ground and just kind of dies. But he's certainly going for the big finish here now. And India are 76 for 1. He's just starting to let loose a little bit now, is Rohit Sharma. You could see this game ending very quickly now. And the crowd are certainly getting their money's worth. Plenty of entertainment in this match, as you would expect in a T20. I think we're just having a little bit of a break so that the American TV networks can get the breaks in. You know what they like their adverts. Why they're doing that, we'll give a quick shout out to our stream sponsor, jalexpetproducts.co.uk. Use the promo code JimmyJames and get a 5% discount off all online orders. If you're watching us for the first time and you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. The algorithms love that. And ping that notifications bell so you can keep up to date with what we've got coming up. Plenty of live watch-alongs on Catch It Live First. It doesn't need to be cricket. It can be football, snooker, horse racing. You name it. We'll be covering it, hopefully. There's something for everybody. Use the chat facility. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know who you are. Ask us any questions. That's what it's there for. We're trying to build a community. It'll take time, but we'll get there. We'll get there for sure. It just takes a little bit of hard work, a little bit of self-belief. The channel will work. I'm sure people do want to listen to something else apart from the TV commentators. You can listen to both. Right, we're back. India, 76 for 1. Kohli. Rohit Sharma. He's retired. I think he's feeling a bit of his when he was caught on the shoulder. So he's retired on 52 from 37 deliveries. Retired hurt. Just got a bit of a. He got caught on the shoulder, didn't he, when he got reviewed when did it hit the bat first? Looked like it caught him right on the bone. So hopefully he's not hurt too badly. Surya Kumar's in. I think we'll go with Yadav. Yadav on strike. Littler's running in. Stops his run up for some reason. Nothing's happening there. Not sure why he stopped his run up. Doesn't really matter. All we need to know is he did. Littler now runs in. That's Yadav in all sorts of problems there. Pitched it, good line, good length. Surya Kumar tried pulling it over to the leg side and hit the pads. Are they going to put a review? Are they going to review? Umpire's decision was not out. Lives to fight another day. Just having a look at that. I'm not sure. Didn't hit the pad. It looked like it hit him. Hit him on the elbow. So it would have been, yeah, much too high. Looked like it could be a painful one, actually. In fact, yeah, the physio's on. And he's a tough old boy, though. And he's good to go again. India, 76 for 1. Need 21 from 59 deliveries. Little runs in. Down the leg side, that'll be a wide. What? They've not shown us. Oh yeah, they didn't show us the umpire, but it's come up as given us a wide. Little in again, pant on strike, cuts back, manages to keep it down and out. That'll be a dot ball. Henry Russell's just come in. Good day at work.
Yes, sir.
Well done.
Carl's brilliant.
Little runs in, pant on strike. Stands and delivers. He hoiks that for 6 over deep mid wicket. Stand and deliver, and he did. India move on to 83 for 1. 14 runs needed. 57 balls remaining. Little's in, pant on strike, cuts back again and he struggles to deal with that one, does pant, but he'll get a quick single there. It hit him again in the same place. It was almost a carbon copy of the one that did. He needs an elbow guard on. The umpire's having a laugh with the umpire now. The umpire's looking at him like, same place again? Yep. Get an elbow guard on. India 84 for 1. 13 needed from 56 balls, sorry. Surya Kumar's going to face his first delivery. Little runs in. That was an odd shot. Moved right across his stumps, then tried playing it over onto the leg side, missed it completely. He's laughing, Little's laughing. His fellow teammates are laughing. Surya Kumar's laughing. Everybody's laughing at that shot. I don't know what he was trying to do. But he didn't get an edge and he's still there. Still to get off the mark though. Pant's currently on 25 from 22 deliveries at the non-striker's end. Little runs into Surya Kumar. He tickles it down to third man for a single. 11 overs gone. India 85 for 1. Needing 12 more runs from 54 deliveries. God, it bounced up onto the same spot he'd been hit before on his elbow. Little's figures, he's done now. 4 overs, 0 for 42. Bowled well. A couple of loose deliveries, but overall he'll be happy with his performance, I think. Surya Kumar's going to be on strike. Ben White's going to come on. Bit of spin. I've got a feeling the Indian batsmen's eyes are going to light up. No pressure on them, needing 12 more runs to win. Are they going to try and do it in 2 balls? We'll find out. Surya Kumar is going to face the first ball. Just sorting the field out. Surya Kumar, right-handed batsman, slip in place. Clips that down the leg side. Fine leg, that'll be a single. Passes the strike over. India move to 86 for 1. Pant's gonna face White now. What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Stand and deliver, smashes it through the covers for 4. Didn't even time it that well, but timed it well enough. Didn't bother with a lot of footwork, just a little bit of width, not too much, but he just slashed that through the covers. No turn at all there for White. And Pant just, his eyes lit up. Stretched for it a little bit, but raced to the boundary. This time he takes a couple of yards down the wicket. Pushes it through to one gone for a single. And that'll be India moving on to 91 for 1. 6 needed. Goes for it. It's gone a mile in the air. Caught. Went for the big finish there. Went for the glory, and it didn't quite come off. Surya Kumar's out for 2 from 4 deliveries, but he went for a grandstand finish. The ball was there to be hit, but he caught it low, and it was more of an edge. Went a mile into the air and was caught at deep mid wicket, I would say. But at least he went for the grandstand finish for the fans, and why wouldn't you? Good effort, good effort. Didn't think about his own wicket, he went for the entertainment value. So India 91 for 2, still requires 6 runs from 50 balls. And White gets his wicket. So Dube, I don't know how you say his name, Dube or Dube, comes in. He's going to be facing, is he facing, or he will be facing, they didn't cross the batsman, so what's he going to make of White? Is he going to have a look at his first delivery, or is he just going to go for glory? Go for glory. White's remaining professional until the end, as you would expect, sorting his field out. White ambles up, balls to Jude, just plays that one. Defensive shot, defensive push, trying to get it through to mid-on for a single. But well fielded. That's a dot ball. Final ball of the over. Jude tries to give himself some room. Tries to cut it, but finds a fielder. That's another dot ball. India still require 6 from 48 deliveries. 91 for 2. I think I'm safe to finish off my juice now. Don't think this is going to go on for much longer. McCarthy's going to bowl this. I'm going to say it's going to be the final over. You've got a slip in of Ireland. It's going to be Pant on strike. That bounces off an average length. It just takes all the pace out of it. Goes to slip. It'll be a dot ball. There's that indifferent bounce again. That one really did take off. Caught him on the glove. One bounce into the slip. He's had a few clouts on the elbow, now he's been caught on the hands. McCarthy runs in, reverse sweep. It goes over. Ha! That's a 6. That's how you finish your game. Went for the reverse sweep, but it literally went over, chipped it over the wicket keeper, and it's flown to the boundary for 6. India win by 8 wickets. That's how you finish a match. So he went to play like a reverse sweep shot, but the ball bounced and he just stood up and flipped it over. Oh, premeditated completely. He didn't try and sweep it at all. My bad. He deliberately played that shot. He stood up and just helped it over the wicket-keeper for 6. What do? How do you bowl against that? You can't. It wasn't a bad ball, but that's how you finish an innings. Fantastic. Pant has batted fantastically well. So India win by 8 wickets. They'll be pleased with that. The fans are absolutely ecstatic, and what a way to finish that in style. So they get off to a winning ways. Right, on that note, all I will say is thank you to our stream sponsor, jalexpetproducts.co.uk. Use the promo code Jimmy James. Get a 5% discount off all online orders. Sean's there waiting to dispatch. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, click the notifications bell, and give us a thumbs up, a like, because the algorithm likes that. And if you've already done that, thank you very much, we appreciate it. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow with some more, maybe cricket, maybe rugby league, I'm not sure, but if you click notifications bell, you'll find out for sure. I'm Jimmy James. I've loved doing this for you this afternoon. We'll catch it live again soon together. Take care.